I wasn't one of the 6 million who died in the Shoah. I wasn't even among the survivors. And I wasn't one of the 600,000 who went out of Egypt. I came to the Promised Land by sea. No, I was not in that number, though I still have the fire and the smoke within me. Pillars of fire and pillars of smoke that guide me by night and by day. I still have inside me the mad search for emergency exits, for soft places, for the nakedness of the land, for the escape into weakness and hope. Yehuda Amichai. I wasn't one of the 6 million. A note on proper names. In Eastern Europe during the early part of the 20th century, shifting geopolitical currents forced international borders to change constantly. These shifts, along with the movements of displaced populations, entangled languages and alphabets, muddling names and terms, and presenting a challenge in a book like this to both writers and listeners. A single road, German Street, for example, might have different names in Polish, Ulica Namicka, Yiddish, Dacie Gas, and Lithuanian, Okichu Gatve. The city at the heart of this story was Vilna to the Poles, Vilna to the Germans, who occupied the city during each of the 2 world wars, and Vilna or Vilna to the Jewish population. And, starting after World War II, it became widely known by its Lithuanian name, Vilnius. People's names are also subject to the whims of different transliterations from the Hebrew or Cyrillic alphabets. Sometimes the same people, subjects in this story, themselves use different versions of their names in different contexts. For example, the diarist Grigory Schur, as he was published in German, also went by Zvi Hirsch Schur in Hebrew, and Grigorij or Grigorius Shuras in Lithuanian. I can't begin to describe the complications this all presented to my research, but I have never minded a challenge. Throughout Unearthed, I've done my best to keep spellings as simple as possible for English speakers. Schriftsetzer with an I, not Schriftsetzer with a Y, for example. And to use the most commonly accepted form of a name or place. In some instances, I've personalized the usage, which is to say I've gone with the form I first heard and adopted. For instance, I refer to the town of Ashmiani, as it is now known, as opposed to its previous incarnations, Oshmiana, Oshmiani, or Oshmena. In the case of the city where my family lived, for the sake of comprehension, I've used Vilna in contexts before 1945 and Vilnius when referring to the Lithuanian capital of today. This should be the clearest solution, but I hope you'll join me in seeing any residual confusion as a fascinating reflection of the chaos that reigned during this period of tremendous upheaval.